Here we have the wongstaurant starting from June 14th to August 29th, so about 2.5 months. This is similar to past events we've had. So every day you would cap 200 coins, and you also get 200 EXP points. Each time you cap, you claim it here, and then you get a stamp. All you have to do is just do your dailies, kill mobs, kill elites, activate runes, portals, and if you're in Arcane River, just do your Arcane dailies. Weeklies are just your weekly bossing. Seasonal are just your cumulative stuff. Dailies and weekly missions. Killing mobs. For this last tab, if you hover over these dark spots, you get extra tasty points. So 10 tasty points here, nothing for second or third. Fourth one you get 20, and so on. 10, 10, 10 all the way down. And those tasty points are for just temporary stats. Again, this is a 2.5 month event, so it'll take a while. So for these EXP points, you can turn these in and trade them for EXP. So I'll tell you, this is what I'm at, and then this is how much EXP I'll get. You can use these for any character. I'm pretty sure it's 141 and above though. The coin shop is the coin shop for when you cap your dailies. So typical event stuff. This is based off Rec server, because Tespia. Next, we have the boss coin shop, which is the coin shop for your weekly bossing. Again, typical event stuff. The last shop we have is the meso shop. Again, typical meso shop stuff. Also, there's another fairy heart for build again. Over here, we do have a minigame, Chemd's minigame. It's like an ignition. So this is like ignition. There are 3 minigames you can queue for. Every 20 minutes, there's a different minigame. There's one card, there's Yacht, and there's something called Dino Rush. Also, if you want a solo queue, there are the same 3 minigames as Ignition. Seesaw, Cake Stacking, and then there's Teleport Savior Invitation. And later on, you could turn the points into EXP. There's also an option here to collect some fashion. There's also a change in the stat window. The most notable thing is the attack speed. This shows you the value of your attack speed. As you can see, my base attack speed is 6. And if you hover over your weapon, it'll tell you. So I'll pop my booster, which puts me at level 8, which is quote-unquote the highest. It can go higher, it just doesn't show as 8. So let me pop my decent speed fusion. So stage 3 for skills. Also, if I had a green pot, it'll go like one above that. But yeah, that's the thing. There are arcane daily changes too. So Vanishing Journey will now give you 18 every day instead of 16. Choo-Choo will give you 16 symbols instead of 8. Match will give you 11 instead of 8. And Arcana will give you 9 instead of 8. And those are for your dailies. Also, there's been some changes to the party quests. In Auto Spectrum, there will only be the one with the worm. I don't really know what it's called, but you won't have to sit in front of the screen to kill the mouse for 2 minutes. For Hungry Muto, there's only one mode. No easy, no normal, no hard, just one mode. For Lash Lane, we have a new game called Midnight Chaser. No more Dream Defender. Midnight Chaser is basically hide and seek. There will be a mini-map on the top left with a 3x3 square. Basically, you have to find the item on the top middle of your screen, kill all the mobs on that screen, and interact with the objects. Once you find all 9, you're done. So here there's a bed. kill all the mobs on the screen, and then you can interact with it. And there'll be a check mark of wherever you've been on the board. So next we have to find the wardrobe. There's a chest right there. There's a mirror. There's a piano. There's a clock. There's a couch. There's a statue. These are all random, by the way. There's a music box, so it has to be over here. Again, kill the mobs and then interact with the objects. Do this for all 9. If you don't know what they are, that's fine. Just go around to the non-checked areas until you find it. For Spirit Savior, you have 10 minutes. There still is the big spirit following you. But once you get 10k, you're done. Also, the 4 party quest areas that I mentioned, they give you 45 total symbols. So you do 3 of each per week, and that's it. Kinesis has a cool new skill. After image of the other world. The more you level this up, the more your stats go up, also the duration. There's a small chance that this skill will heal you, your HP and your MP. Here's how it looks. Yeah, it doesn't do much. There's a new settings in your options called Laboratory. Over here, this is your own personal silhouette in boss content. There are 4 types, type A, B, C, and D. There's also a thickness gauge of how thick or thin you want your outline. This is type A. This is type A with max thickness. This is type B. Type B with max thickness. Type C. Type C with max thickness. Lastly, type D. And type D with max thickness. Ursus now requires you to kill 300 enemies before you go in. Most times I play with like very low opacity. Recently, that's when it changed with War. Even in low opacity, you can still see the area of effect. No matter what. There's been a change in the grandis maps. There's also been a change in the dailies. In Savior, Cernium, Burning Cernium, as well as Hotel Arcus now gives you 10 secret symbols per day instead of the usual 5. So here I did my hotel daily. And I get 10 instead of 5. There's also been some new limina maps. So now we have 1-7, 1-8, and 1-9, as well as 2-6, 2-7, and 2-8. So right here we have 1-7. Here is 1-8. Here is 1-9. Here is 2-6. Two 7. And lastly, 2 8s.